Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Packers going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And they'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The first carry now. This is Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go. Green,
They go play action here on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On second down, Hill. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Going up top. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5. Garoppolo. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green, 39. Over. Gone. All right, here we go. 319. 319. Watch him now, Barney.
Garoppolo now. And he's got Miller. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Hill, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Here's the punter Shum to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
No, especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
This is brought in at the 21. Cooks flashing the footwork. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
They'll run on first down. Hill, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go now.
On second down now, Hill, and he gets it down to the 32. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff. Here's Hill. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it with Hill. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now.
Hill to try again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set to go now as the punter Jake Shum will do the honors. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Ross. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
58, check 26. Easy, 319. 319. I'm left. Ready? Go. Check 4. Hey, 88.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Over here.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kane. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
On the right side, this is Miller. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
In the red zone this time.
Set! Blue landed! Blue landed! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Green, 39! Good, good! Good, good!
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Here we go now.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Keith Marshall, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Rodgers now on first down. Underneath for Johnson. 23 yards on the play. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Rodgers will try again on second down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. The swing pass caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Cooks hands it over the middle. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Chicago. Brandon Cooks. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. An excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And caught left side, Olsen. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jonathan Anderson coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Spins past him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bryant's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play action. Garoppolo forced out to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A dump off now to Hill. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And this is caught at the 8. A very solid gain of 27.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. This is Cohen. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye on 3rd down. That's Marshall, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Keith Marshall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the punter, Shum, to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rodgers going to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
26.
They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he's got it at the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers get a score closer. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eli Harold. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Kevin White, 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Back there, not Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Set. Green 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Try again on second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again, Rodgers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
26. 218.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Here we go now.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run with Marshall. And an alley to run. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Garoppolo now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Slot man moves right. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, that's Marshall. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Now he'll escape to his right. And this one's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. A quick hitter complete. It's Ross. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Safe play there, just trying to get a little bit of yardage, make it an easier field goal attempt to win it.
I think there's a quick discussion before the snap. Make sure you carry the ball to this part of the field. We want our field goal kicker set up.
So it is all up to Dan Carpenter, and we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it is all up to Dan Carpenter. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good.